Hey all, welcome to the channel. Thought I'd get on here real quick because I noticed something that I just remembered that I noticed yesterday as well. So yesterday on Mother's Day, there appeared to be, or felt to be, a pressure just below the temple at the ear. And it was right like about a half inch or so on the inside. This pressure on both sides. Now, with that came a stream of negativity. Just kept coming in. And I dislike these kinds of interferences because they use the voice of we, and it seems very personal, like we are creating the moment ourselves. However, that's not what's happening. Today I woke up and I had a brief thought of separation, something that it did a thing, and then all day it's like it activated something, and all day, like right below the temple, like right above the thing, and it just dawned on me, that's the inner ear. So there's some kind of a technology or some kind of an interference that's just below the temple and just above the ear, and it's like there's some kind of a programming or something that's being about half inch or so in the inner ear, and then it kind of spreads out and it goes up here into this space, and then before you know it, it becomes a thought that just spins. So I've just been kind of watching the verbiage and the energy all day, and it dawned on me that this is the exact same sensation that I had been experiencing for many hours yesterday. They're using some kind of a DEW or whatever. Voice to skull, subliminal. Now, it's not affecting my life per se, because just because they drive crap through my mind doesn't mean it's going to affect how I present myself in the world. It does, however, cause disturbances on the inner and the way that the psychic messaging is perceived by whoever is listening. And because it uses the voice of the one that they're getting into, it appears as though it's your own thought, but it's not. It's like driven, and it drives and it drives and it drives, and there's like no other space for any other thought. And it's the wildest thing, because I've been single for a long time, and I have tended my mind very carefully because of these attacks. And I know that when I get a specific thought that drives itself through me, it's typically an interference. Because I take myself out for lunch. I go smell the flowers. Anyhow, I wanted to mention it because I don't know, have any of you, like during Mother's Day or today, or maybe yesterday, have you felt like right below the temple, right up next to the ear, like right on the inside? We got some advanced weaponry going on, trying to destroy the minds of the mothers. And I hear these ones trying to deceitfully accuse us of having anger issues or emotional issues that need to be dealt with, when in fact they are antagonizing the very sensitive transmitter-receiver of source. And they're running this rhetoric through the mind, and they're making it appear as though you're just going manic with these negative thoughts. And it simply isn't true. The energy in me doesn't match what's going on here. And that's how you know. If your energy is stable, your nervous system is at peace, there's no ripples in your water. But you got this warmth here and kind of a thing, and then this driven sort of thing that doesn't match the peaceful state of your energy. So we are in a proxy war. We've got people out there who have, they call it cultural differences. And these low-level brutalizer masculines are very upset over the feminines rising at this time. And they're trying to drive this negativity into the mind. They're trying to separate us from the divine by mixing their energy and then driving this. And then, of course, the frequency interference affects everybody and everything. But I wanted to share this with you because if this is happening to you, I wanted to know if you could like research your own experience a little bit, study it a little bit, and see, is there any portion here around that you are feeling this sort of a warming, a pressure, sort of like it's like a warm, like a ball, like a balloon or something that's sort of filled with warm water, and then it's kind of, it's strange. It's like maybe their technology causes a little bit of a swelling, and then they kind of agitate it a little bit with their voice to skull technology in the subliminal of the inner ear, in order to get the thought to kind of spin throughout this area here. Well, anyway, this is an experience that I had yesterday for many hours, and I've been having this experience today as well. And I've been doing some research on it, studying it as it moves through me. And I just really wanted to know, are you experiencing this? Do you know your own thoughts and energy well enough to know that you're being interfered with, and that you're able to study the symptoms of the attack and then identify it? I'd like to hear your thoughts if you have any.